Hello students, we are going to discuss gravitation. Before starting the topic, I want to ask you something. What happened to this pen when we throw upward, and what happened to this pen when we drop it? When we throw the ball, it goes upward. After some time it's come downward or return to same position. What happens when ball is dropped? It comes downward towards the surface. In both phenomena of throwing the ball and dropping the ball, what is common here? In both cases, ball always come towards the surface. How in both cases ball comes down the surface? There must be some agent which is responsible in both cases to pull towards surface. What is that agent? That agent is gravitation. Gravitation is natural phenomena in which one body apply attractive force on other. The force with which one body attract other is gravitational force. Gravitational force is always attract. How you identify the gravitation? Whenever you see one body apply the attractive force on other, then that force must be gravitation or due to gravitation. How you identify? First identification is it is always attractive. Second, this force always act between the mass. Before going in deep discussion in gravitation, I want to discuss the type of forces in universe. What are the different types of forces in universe? There is only 4 types of forces in universe. This is very interesting that there is only 4 type, not more than 4. What are these? First, gravitational force. Second, electromagnetic force. Third, a strong nuclear force. 4, weak nuclear force. Gravitational force you can identify. It always act between masses and it is always attractive. Electromagnetic force. What is electromagnetic force? You will study in 10th class about the charge. The force between charge is also known as electric force. You will also study in 10th class magnetic force, the force acting between magnet. BW means between. How you identify the electromagnetic force? Everywhere there is contact between two objects, there must be electromagnetic force. Like without contact, friction is impossible. You have studied friction in laws of motion, Newton's laws of motion in 9th class. Friction is nothing but electromagnetic force. What is our normal reaction? Normal reaction is nothing but electromagnetic force. You will also study in later buoyancy force. Buoyancy force is always also electromagnetic force, etc. Third force is a strong nuclear force, and fourth one is weak nuclear force. Both are nuclear force. There is two types of nuclear force, one strong and one weak. In diamond, you can see diamond is the one of the toughest material in this universe. What is reason behind this toughness or hardness? Hardest material is diamond. Reason behind is a strong binding force, a strong nuclear force. What is nuclear force? Nuclear force is force acting between nucleons. What is nucleons? Nucleons is a element which are within nucleus. Which element is within nucleus? Proton and neutron. Proton has zero charge, neutron has proton has positive charge, neutron has zero charge. Then how proton or neutron reside within very small space, teeny space? The reason behind this is nuclear force. If this nuclear force is strong, then diamond like material we get, and if this nuclear force is weak, then graphite like material we get. All the discussed four forces before you, out of which gravitational and electromagnetic force we can feel, we can experience. For example, in this phenomena, in case of throw of ball, in case of dropping the ball, we can experience it, we can feel it, that there is force acting downward direction, acting in downward direction. So due to this feel, due to this experience, we categorize all the four forces between two parts, macro force and micro force. Macro force means we can experience, we can feel. Micro force means very teeny, can't experience, very small, isn't? So macro force family are gravitational and electromagnetic. Micro force family is strong nuclear, weak nuclear. Now you understand the gravitation force. Now the question is, how much gravitational force is there? Now the question is, when we drop this pen, how much gravitational force acting on it with which it goes downward? When we throw this pen, how much gravitational force acting on it which is responsible to take it again to the surface? The answer of this question is Newton's laws of gravitation. What is Newton's laws of gravitation? If you understand the laws of gravitation, then you can easily find the magnitude of gravitational force acting on the body. And we are going to discuss Newton's gravitational law. Now, Newton's laws of gravitation. Now the next topic is laws of gravitation. Why this topic is discussed? After understanding this topic, you can easily find how much gravitational force is acting. What are these law? Newton says that suppose there is mass m1, suppose there is mass m2, and the center to center distance between masses r. Then Newton says gravitational force with which both masses attract each other is directly proportional to the product of masses. What do you mean by directly proportional? Directly proportional means that if product of mass increase, force also increase. Product of mass decrease, force also decrease. In second law, Newton says that the gravitational force with which both masses attract to each other is inversely proportional to the square of distance between them. What does this mean? It means that with increase in distance between mass, force becomes less. With decrease in distance, force becomes high. Why? There is a square on the distance. A square tells that if we increase the distance 2 times, then we put 2 here, 2 square 4. It means that if we increase the distance 2 times, force fall down 4 times. If you increase the distance thrice, force fall down 9 times. If you increase the distance 4 times, force fall down 16 times. This is the meaning behind the square. In equation 1, Newton described the effect of mass on the gravitational force. Second law described the effect of distance on the gravitational force. If we combine the both equations, we get F is directly proportional to m1, m2, inversely proportional to a square of distance. As you know that when we remove proportional, there is proportionality constant. Here proportionality constant is capital G, which is proportional constant, also known as universal gravitational constant. Its value is 6.67 guna 10 to the power minus 11. Why it is so universal gravitational constant? Because its value never change or never depend on the location. In any corner of universe, value of gravitational constant is always same. Okay, thank you.